I think that the entire NFC has some great matchups. All very competitive teams, all have a chance to move on to the NFC Championship game or maybe even the Super Bowl.
This is really going to put them, I think it's going to put them over the top.
The Patriots will last longer than Carolina.
They are amazing.
Well, you can sit down and say, wow, that is one good football game.
Dallas is not the football team that won the Super Bowl by scoring 50-some-odd points.
No. Carolina's going to go in there on that day, and they're going to kick down.
Morale.
Morale. Within the next
you win games on
the
morale.
next couple of days.
Buffalo was not a commanding team this year. I mean, come on.
Jacksonville will keep it close in Denver.
This game, I've been toiling over this for the longest time.
Yes, will Curtis Martin be able to have a good game?
Yeah, I think Terry Glenn and Curtis Martin will be stars.
I think that Curtis Martin does well under pressure. All right, he doesn't have the largest front line, you know.
That's what's going to hurt him.
No, he's been doing this all year long.
I think one big play, Bledsoe to Glenn, will get this whole thing started.
Now be reasonable. You're not being reasonable.
Okay. I don't think Jim Harbaugh is as good as people say he is.
He was. He's a threat.
Yes. But he doesn't have the greatest arm as some of the quarterbacks.
I say I play Cordell for the run, not play him for the pass, because he'll screw up sooner or later.
I mean, they get their momentum going in, like, their first Super Bowl.
And I'm going to say, don't count Jacksonville out. Hi, welcome to Sideline Sports Super Bowl 31 special. Of course, our own New England Patriots are in this Super Bowl. First time since 1986. And they'll be going up against the tough Green Bay Packers. So I think it'll be a Bledsoe versus Favre type of game.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Brett Favre and Drew Bledsoe carried the teams all the way to the Super Bowl, and now they're going to do battle to see who can be the champion of the entire NFL.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Very good.
Let's go back a couple games and look at the championship games. Green Bay versus Carolina.
That game was pretty much dominated by Green Bay. Carolina didn't really show that they had what it took to go to the Super Bowl. But Green Bay was like a monster anyways. They're first in a lot of categories, in yards and defensively they're solid as well. So, you know, they're going to be quite a threat.
Yes.
I do agree with that.
And then,
as Carolina found out.
Yes, Carolina, I expected a little bit more out of them. Maybe
yes,
just
you did.
The weather,
I do believe you did.
60,000 fans rooting for Green Bay, but
yeah,
it's just Green Bay's better.
Total domination by them, though.
Green Bay's been in there a few more years, and there's just no competition.
They're really good at Lambeau Field, all right?
Yeah.
They haven't lost there in like 27 games, all right?
The one thing about Carolina, they were undefeated at home, but that means that those, how many losses did they have?
Who knows?
Four losses?
I wasn't paying attention when
That means
you were
that
talking.
He was
Carolina
staring at your beautiful
was
eyes.
5-3 or 4-4 at home. Away, actually.
Away, yeah.
So they had a good home record, but away from Carolina, they weren't that great.
Yes.
It's nice that we need to have a balanced team, away and home.
Yeah.
Yes, I do agree.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
considering
concur with
half
that
of your games are
statement.
usually away.
Fans agreeing.
Pardon me.
I agree.
Okay, then flip it over to the New England-Jacksonville game.
We're flipping.
That was a pretty good game. I
The
do say that the Patriots pretty much dominated, aside from a few good plays.
I disagree with that. I disagree.
I'm going to go
I
with
think
that.
Jacksonville played a well game, a very well game.
Oh, I didn't say they did.
But I
Played a
mean,
well game?
yes, very, very well.
Played the game
But
well,
no.
maybe, but
But
played a well
I think
game.
they looked better on offense than Patriots
Patriots
did.
were
But I
good
think
on
the
offense,
defense,
no.
the defense for the Pats is definitely, clearly,
we
most
stopped
clearly
Natron
what it.
Means in his tracks.
Uh,
I think he ended up with
defense.
negative yards.
But
on
the
day.
defense, that defense is what did it. I mean, the
I-
offense for the Patriots was blah, just blah. There was nothing there.
Wow.
Yeah, but
It
even
was-
though
it
the
was
offense
crap.
wasn't there, I still say the Patriots dominated the game because not only
I
they
don't think so.
outscored, they completely
Jacksonville
outplayed
had more
Jacksonville.
time on the clock. They had more possession
looked
time.
at the- yeah, if you
and
had-
if you looked at everything else, it was just every time you looked, Jacksonville had the ball.
If you look at
The Patriots
what
were
did they
always
do with
the
it?
Patriots were
you
always
don't
3
have
and
to
out.
always talk.
The Patriots were all 3 and out.
Yeah, the first
But-
three second half possessions, 2 punts and a fumble.
Yeah. But I mean, the defense is what won it for them.
Yeah, the defense
mean,
definitely.
Obviously.
That's obvious. Yes.
They had
That's
an
just-
amazing field position in that game. I mean, their first
Yeah,
possession of the
first
game
possession.
was on inside the 10.
That was unbelievable. The punter
This was- yeah,
went up and tries to punt it, and then all of a
He
sudden
should
stops.
have
Like,
still
the
punted it.
snap
He
was
had the
high.
time to punt. He had the
He
time.
had it.
Snap was
Where
high.
did he think he was going to go?
No, the
I don't
snap
know.
was high.
The snap was
Yes,
high, but he had
yes,
the time
yes,
to
yes.
kick.
Well,
he had that
he had the alley in the
2-second
middle.
window.
He had the
He
alley in
had
the
the
middle.
chance.
2-second window.
He would have gotten a kick off.
The guy
It
was
wouldn't have been a
getting
great
blocked.
kick, but it would have been a kick.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that, but it was a high snap, right?
Yeah, I know it was a
he
high
didn't want to
snap.
make another mistake.
Yeah, but I would
yeah,
much
but he
rather.
did.
He
I would
threw too
much
much.
rather have the Patriots over here than over here if I were the other team.
Okay.
I mean,
Yes.
what I'm saying is he should have got the
I know,
kickoff.
he
That
should
was
have
a
got the kick.
bad,
That was a
bad
mistake.
judgment.
Yes.
Bad judgment.
All right.
And then he went to go run the ball.
And
Where you going to go?
He had nowhere to go. He was nailed right away.
And that was pretty odd how the Patriots score on the second play of both of their opening drives.
Yes.
A touchdown by
We thank you.
Unbelievable.
well, not both by mine. Yeah, that's I find that quite odd.
Yes.
I don't.
Quite
Playoff
odd.
game.
Peculiar.
And the defense can't be said enough about. I mean,
Yeah,
they haven't allowed
course.
a touchdown in the playoffs.
In the playoffs.
This is great.
And then
Unbelievable.
against Dallas, they didn't allow one, and we'll just forget the Giants game.
Yeah, you know what was the wake-up call for this defense?
Was Denver.
Believe it or not, it was the Denver game where they got blown away. All right, now they've been underrated.
Yeah.
All right, people don't think of them as the number one defense. But they are a Super Bowl defense.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yes.
what they needed, though. They needed the battering, just the constant going deep and burning them, just
Yeah.
to prove, just to like say to them,
Just so they're gonna have to work a little
You got to
harder.
work, yeah.
And
That's the turning point right there.
This is a team known for offense. I mean,
Yeah.
teams around the league, look at Bledsoe, Martin, Coates, Glenn, all offensive players. This isn't a defensive team, and I think that's what saved defense was the game in
Oh,
Jacksonville.
definitely.
Obvious,
Definitely.
obvious. We've
I mean,
accomplished that.
Mike
Yes.
Brunell, all right, he scrambled. They didn't. I don't think they got him for a sack.
No.
Or-
I do believe they had
or
one.
may have got him-
they hit him.
It was an
Yeah,
attempt.
they rushed him completely, but they did not get him for a sack. If they had to force him around, so that means he had a chance to throw that ball, and the defense was just still so good all over, all around.
I thought there
he was unable to
Jacksonville
find
couldn't
anything.
stop the
and that
defense.
is
They were
pretty good.
penetrating just about every time.
They were
I thought
penetrating.
it was questionable on a lot of Brunell's
Oh,
throwaways.
definitely.
I mean,
Oh yeah, one of the throwaways was
there's a
definitely
lot of
intentional
them.
grounding. He
There
was in the pocket
there
and he
was a
just
lot of
launched
them.
it off to the side. That should have been intentional
I mean,
grounding.
The rush was amazing. They really put the pressure on him.
Yeah, Willie
Yeah.
McGinnis and
Willie
Chris Slade,
McGinnis.
they just every time he was going, they kept putting him out of the pocket. I mean, it's got to be a little tough being right there and pushing him out of the pocket, and every time him throwing it away and not getting anything called. But
McGinnis, I think,
kept going.
McGinnis had a career day.
Yeah,
He
definitely.
kept Brunell in the pocket. When he gets out of the pocket, that's when you got to worry because he can scramble and he can go around, he can throw.
Yeah, Bruno.
I don't know about a
He's a
career
much
day.
better scrambler than Bledsoe.
Oh,
Bledsoe
I
is very immobile. all right,
Oh yeah.
If to say, all right. He in fact in that game he had one rush and one fumble.
Yes.
I
on that
remember
rush.
one specific play where the defense forced Brunel out of the pocket and he had to run and he got
Yeah.
the first down and he had 8 yards to go.
Yeah, and there
He's
was a-
very good on that
And there was
part of the
there was
part of the portion of the game.
some other plays where it wasn't a quarterback draw or anything, but he ended up running it for
Yeah.
15, 20 yards. All right, it gets very frustrating. All right, so he's very mobile. All right, and
He's
played
somebody you got to
at
stop.
quarterback position in that game. He outplayed Drew Bledsoe.
I think that's a
Yeah,
good step to
definitely.
go
Bledsoe
though.
was
I mean,
off.
He was
Really.
very off.
That's
I know,
a good.
Bledsoe-
I think it's a good step though. I mean, going from Brunell up to 5. I mean, 5 isn't afraid to run the ball sometimes. He'll run it if he has to. So I mean, therefore, you have that guy. You have Brunell who runs the ball a lot compared to every other quarterback that is. And
Yes.
then you go to 5 and he doesn't run it as much, so you don't have to worry about it. But you just came off a game, so you know what you're doing practically.
Yeah.
So I expect another great thing from the defense.
Yeah, but I think 5 has a much better arm than Brunel. You're going to have to
yes.
watch that a lot more. Because 5 is
He's
quicker.
MVP, he's more experienced.
Yeah,
Well,
Yes.
definitely.
Enough said.
and then Brunell's run in the Denver game. What was it, a 30-yard run?
Yeah.
Where he's just scrambling all over the field.
Yeah, that was quite a run there, dodging plays. He made players miss.
Yes.
All right. They see running backs
That's
like
what
Barry
you-
Sanders and such. and such. Well, all right, and he was avoiding them, so he was pretty good running back.
And why don't you see it? Why can't quarterbacks be mobile like all the other players?
Because they get paid the most amount of money and their bodies are so fragile.
Yeah.
That's it.
The quarterbacks are. They try their best to stay away from getting hit.
They just fall down when the guy is coming at them.
No, they don't fall down, but
They fall down.
try to avoid it like the plague.
They fall down.
Like the plague.
It's just like the plague.
So, how about that
Thank you.
Jacksonville-Denver game?
How about it?
I know you're going to say that. No one expected
I
it.
didn't give Jacksonville a chance in that
Me
game.
either.
I know.
Yeah.
I did.
Thank you. Yeah, you gave them a chance.
I gave them
but
a
you didn't
chance.
think they were going to win that game.
I must be honest, I didn't think they were going to win.
I don't think most people in America thought they were going to win that game.
Except for their fans.
All right. And they came into Denver, the top-seeded team in the entire NFL, all right, in their building, and they beat them 30-27. I mean,
Whatever.
they didn't dominate the game.
They outplayed them.
They, in the end, they outplayed
They outplayed them. That's all there is to it.
Not in every area, but all right.
And I think that's
Yes.
That's what New England's advantage
Yeah.
was. Jacksonville had been playing, they hadn't gotten a bye, so Jacksonville had been playing for a few months now, every Sunday. They had to play Buffalo in
I don't know how
Buffalo.
much fatigue really was a factor in that game.
I'm sure it had something to do
It
with
had
it.
something to do with it, but I still think that the defense, the Patriots defense,
I think that the Patriots came out of that game just like the other game, all fired up
Yeah.
and raring to go.
they need that.
And it paid off immediately. That's how Parcells done a brilliant job in getting
Yeah.
them all fired up and stuff. And I'm sure the players themselves are like firing themselves up.
Yeah. During that bye week, the Patriots had a chance to look over what Jacksonville had to offer. They looked over all the AFC teams and saw who they'd be up against. And I think that gave them a definite advantage over Jacksonville.
I agree.
If you say so.
Okay.
You speak the truth.
And getting back to New England-Jacksonville game, power outage.
Oh, that was great.
That's baloney.
That was great. Too many people were turning on the games, so they just stopped all at once.
Only in New England.
These things seem to happen to New England teams. It's happened in most stadiums, so I've heard. Or in Boston,
Yes,
around
that's right.
Boston. It's
I
happened to
heard it
the
was Bruins in the Stanley Cup sometime.
Red
And then
Sox.
it happened at Fenway a couple years ago.
UMass.
UMass it happened to too?
This year.
Maybe it's just our state. We're sorry.
Last year.
We're
whatever
sorry,
you
we
wanna call
don't
it.
have that much electricity.
We're cheap.
But let's look at the good
These
points of
lights
the
are gonna
game,
go off
aside from the power outage.
Okay, fine. How about Bob Kraft's acceptance speech?
Oh, yeah. That was
Drunken
pretty good.
bum.
Bob Kraft had a bit
Whoa.
too much of the...
I'm glad it
So I think it
just
was a good
wasn't me
speech.
that saw it. But
Oh, no.
Oh.
I don't have any problem with
I was
Kraft
expecting
getting
him to
drunk.
fall down
There's no
anytime,
problem
you
with
know.
that. His team was going to the Super Bowl for the first time in 10 years. Let him have a few beers.
And
Yeah.
he called Bill Parcells the greatest coach
Of
in
modern-
the history of modern
Modern
time. Now, what is the history of modern times?
I don't think
Explain
it
that to me.
exists.
I think it goes from...
That's like yesterday.
yesterday. He's the greatest coach since the beginning of the game.
Good acceptance speech.
Because I thought he was going to say ever, and then I'm saying
I was like, wait a
he's going to be
minute.
criticized.
Lombardi? Are you going that far? All right.
And then, what was
Although, what is
it? And when Parcells,
Parcells.
after the game, got the Gatorade dumped on him, he did not look like a happy man.
He did
He
not
did not
accept
look
that
happy at
well.
all.
There's
Oh,
a 3-degree wind chill.
Oh,
outside.
come on.
But it
you
should be
You're going to the
expected. It
Super
should be
Bowl for the first
expected.
time
He's
in
going
10
to the
years.
Super Bowl and he doesn't even smile. He's like, give me my headset back.
Did you think he did
I thought he was
game
mad
over
though.
yet? Or?
I think he thought it was. I think he was mad though. I mean,
He's
you
still
know.
got a strategy.
I mean,
Oh, he's just thinking about
the
the 10
offense
million he's
isn't
going to
even
get
close
from
to
the
being a
Jets
par.
in a couple of weeks.
he had to be very mad that the offense isn't even close to par though. I mean,
Oh, yeah, of course he's going to be mad that
he
the
sees a
offense
lot
is
of
close to
work.
par.
He sees a lot
But
of
they've
work.
got,
said-
the
in fact, he
next
said
2
that.
weeks, they have got the time to get that offense back, get Bledsoe back into his mind frame that he was in against, who did they play last week?
Whatever.
Dallas, was it?
Dallas, who?
Bledsoe.
Blood?
They get them into the Jacksonville.
Whatever. Somebody. Some
New
schmo.
York.
New York, that's it. He was in the mind frame that day.
I
Yes.
do believe in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
I don't
He had
think
the
was
mind
anymore.
frame. And now
Keep going.
Bledsoe was out of his mind frame. He didn't know what, he wasn't really sure. It didn't seem he was sure of anything he did yesterday.
Yeah.
But then a week ago, he knew exactly what he was doing. Let's just hope he can get back into
he'll be
that.
on. He's at the bye week to get his mind set. He said before the game, they're asking about the weather, and he says he doesn't want to think about anything but the game because it may break his concentration.
Yeah.
I do believe some of that came into effect, though. I mean, the long balls that he threw.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Terry Glenn, there was one that went off the end of his fingers.
And
Yeah,
And there was a bunch that he
a
just
drop.
kept throwing
Yeah,
deep that just got knocked down by the wind.
Terry Glenn was
Glenn
just a
didn't
drop.
react well
Yeah,
to
but I
this
mean,
game.
Then there was
If the wind
one,
wasn't there and,
the one to Sean
Glenn just
Jefferson.
had a drop.
yeah,
You can't
it
do
just
it.
died in the
It
air.
just went up in the air and just dropped right down.
Yeah.
Yes, all right.
There was an awful lot of tips in this game, I noticed.
I was getting frightened.
I know, there was one particular one where there was the tip and it just goes up and I froze. Like,
I've never
and
frozen
then
in my
we
life.
caught,
Guy
we
froze.
caught
Yes,
it.
yeah.
The intended receiver
Picture
actually
that?
caught it.
That was Glenn, I believe.
Yeah, Glenn.
Yeah.
I was Glenn.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
And I just like sighed with relief at that point.
That's right.
And then there was the one.
Although Glenn was off on this day. He had 2 drops, right? The big plays, too, a third and
Yeah,
third
but I
and 10.
mean, you look at him, he's a rookie.
Yeah.
He's a rookie.
So he's
he's
not
g-
responding well to the big game.
Yeah.
Well, it's his
Somebody
rookie year.
needs
It's his
to think
rookie
about it.
This is the
year.
biggest game
Rookie.
of his career.
Yes, but
His
he's
career,
not
which is only
responding
spanned
well.
a season. Give him some time. I think he's
I
going to
think
become
he's
a
gonna
major
come-
Let's give him some
I
time.
think-
player on the
But it's
Patriots.
gonna
I
be
see
an
a
even
big
bigger
part,
game
a
next
big
week.
part, a
He's
big part in the Super Bowl.
He's now an experienced player. He's been through the playoffs. He knows what it's like. If they go back, he's not going to be brand new to all this.
No. I see him in the next few years being
There might
big
not
to the
be
Patriots.
next year.
I see
You
big.
remember that Bill Parcells may not be with this team forever and ever.
Probably won't be.
Probably not even for the next 2
That
3
doesn't
weeks.
erase the talent
Yeah, I know.
on this team.
We may even get
Yeah,
a
but
better
they
respond
coach
the
than
We
same
might be
way?
losing a few
I
coaches,
don't
though.
think so.
Because the offensive coordinator is supposed to be maybe thinking about a new
Bob
job
Kraft will
coach,
find
too.
us someone good.
Yeah.
Down at the local
It's the new sign for that.
local pub.
Okay. Definitely the defense in the
Yeah, obviously
Patriots
it's-
game.
We
thing
all
I'd
agree
like
on
to
that.
bring up was the interception by Big Play Willie Clay. That interception.
that name has new meaning.
That made him the
That
man.
was-
That made the game right there. That was the game right there.
Obviously,
because
everybody
if
had an
he
anxious moment.
missed that, I think that was Jacksonville touchdown because the receiver was right behind him.
I
with his
do
hands
agree.
Right there. That would have been Jacksonville touchdown. That game could have easily been lost by the Patriots.
Yeah.
Also,
Could've,
big game
would've,
for
but it
Otis
wasn't.
Smith.
Otis Smith.
Otis
Otis
Smith
Smith
had
did
an
that
interception.
He's been coming through great this year, the last
Yeah,
few
it was more-
games.
Smith got the fumble recovery.
Probably just someone poked the ball up there and he
Yeah.
caught it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Got it.
he was standing there. He's the lucky guy.
He was just standing there, the ball kind of popped up.
Yeah.
It was magic.
Ran it back for, was that the touchdown?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
it was.
Then he jumped into the crowd.
Yeah,
Yes.
Not quite Lambeau
And a man
Field,
fell.
but-
They didn't do it at Lambeau Field.
Yeah, I know.
Too many
they,
people.
They kind of went
Too many people on the
Oh,
sidelines.
no, I remember, I forget who it was who scored the touchdown that had a broken arm.
Freeman.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Antonio Freeman, that's right. And
Well,
so,
that's-
you know, whenever they like jump into like crowds, it's going to be clawing you.
Do some
He's been
crowd
doing it
surfing.
for the past 3
Crowd
weeks.
surfing.
The entire team goes up to the top. What are we doing up here?
You go, Mike.
Okay, but definitely Bledsoe needs to get his mind set.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So-
The one play that
He's
I
gotta-
remember. Oh,
He's
sorry.
got to carry the team through.
was the bad snap that almost caused us to lose the ball.
Oh, yeah.
The fumble.
And then he did fumble it.
Yeah,
Fumble
he
And
liar.
fumbled
then we did
actually.
lose it.
And yeah, he ended up losing it, didn't he?
Yes.
And ended up, Jacksonville got it.
Yes.
Jambalaya.
That's something they really have got to work on. I don't know what
Jambalaya.
made the center snap it at that point, but
I
that-
think Bledsoe
like
just messed up.
And after he,
I think-
right when
I
that
think-
happened, the entire line
Yeah,
stood there without moving.
It's because it was the center
And then-
was off by one
a
count. That's
couple
why.
seconds
Yeah, I know.
later, they were still all just standing there.
I know that was very
I don't think-
very poor.
I think somebody missed the assignment on that one.
That was definitely the
know,
center.
center?
It was the
yeah,
only
you know the guy that.
the center, the only one that moved.
Oh,
Yeah, because
Bush.
they showed a close up of Bledsoe's hands.
Yeah.
His hands weren't even in the formation to get the ball. His hands were like that, and they just hit it. They just hit the ball just hit his hands and it fell right down.
Yeah.
That's something that they've got to watch out
Sensible.
for in the future.
Yeah, but I mean, it only
Well, how
happened
about
once
the
in the
knee?
whole game, though. I
Yeah,
mean,
no, but
it's,
that's something.
it's expected
that's
to
an
happen
indication.
maybe
You gotta be
once in a
careful.
game. So I mean, it's not like that's a big deal. I mean,
Well, it is kind of a big deal.
yeah, but I mean, it wasn't the snap that made him to fumble the ball. It was him trying to run forward after he got the snap finally.
Yeah, but okay.
I mean, I do agree it was partially involved in the fumble, but still, it's.
Yeah.
If Bledsoe had the right thoughts, he would have just gone down on the ball
But
and
it-
just stayed there.
Yeah, that's what he should've
But you
done.
couldn't have
It
called that
third
that was
down.
going to
It was
happen.
third down a couple yards, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
it would have been fourth down. They would have had to punt it. So he wasn't thinking straight. He wanted to get that first down.
Yeah.
He's got to shape up for the Super Bowl now. He can't be making those mental errors.
Exactly.
No.
I see him. He has to have at least 300 yards passing for the Patriots
At least
to win.
300 yards.
For the Patriots to win.
No.
I think so.
Against Brett Favre, he's going to have.
I
think so.
He's going to have to
If he gets-
exceed
If
himself.
he gets around 250, that'll be okay.
Yeah.
He has to have at
He
least
doesn't have to-
two
he
or
doesn't
three
have to
touchdown passes.
match Brett Favre.
No,
I think he does.
I don't think he can.
No.
I think he can.
Favre-
He's
Favre,
capable
I-
of doing
Favre
it.
is
Has better receivers.
Favre, and
Don
Favre, not only
Beebe,
better receivers,
Antonio
Favre is just a
Freeman.
better player than Bledsoe.
All right. Yeah, and
Well,
he's a
he's
better
the MVP,
scrambler.
he's the
He's
best
better,
player.
he's
We know
better
that.
all around.
But I do see
That is-
Drew Bledsoe. He has to have a big game.
He,
It's just
Yeah.
if he doesn't have a
mandatory.
big game,
We
we don't have a chance.
We have a bigger
unless
reason.
Martin pulls something out of his
Martin's
duty.
gonna have-
Curtis Martin has.
He's the-
He's
the game, I
exceptional.
think.
He is a fantastic football
I
player.
think he's going to score another 2 touchdowns.
Oh,
on the ground.
definitely, definitely.
Maybe 3. We'll see though.
He is one of the major factors of this team. He is the person that's probably, if anyone is going to win this game for us in the Super Bowl, it's going to be him.
I think I see the Patriots. I see a lot of points for the Patriots. I don't care if Green Bay has the #1 pass defense, the #1 rush defense, or whatever it is. I just see a big game for the Pats.
I see the Patriots
I see
losing.
them-
I see the
I
Patriots
do not
and
see it.
Green Bay in an excellent football game.
I
but
think
I just
Michael
don't see
is,
the Patriots are
I
going to
don't,
win.
I don't
Lost
see a
it.
shootout. I don't see a shootout. I see a low-scoring game.
4-2.
At least each team under 20. At least under
You
20.
think? I think it's gonna.
I see a big scoring game.
Yeah, I see a big scoring game.
I see
also.
50-something points total.
I'm not gonna.
71 to
75 to
56.
3, New England.
Jason,
No.
71 to 56, maybe?
I did have a dream that they did.
We don't care about
the
your lame
Patriots
dreams.
won 71 to 56, but it's only a dream. Don't hold me to it.
Yeah, I would love to see the
Sure.
Patriots win, but I just don't think
Oh.
they're going to. I think that Green Bay is going to outplay them because of they have a better team. They have a better, well-rounded team, and they have more experience.
I see
That's all
the
I see.
Patriots winning 31 to 24.
31 to 24.
You remember that, folks.
I'm not going to say a score because, as everyone knows, my scores have been ridiculous in the past. I don't know a definite score, but I do think it will be a relatively close game.
Yeah.
I think the Pats will win.
Well,
I'm
good.
not going out on a ledge this time to say a score. But just for fun, how about 17 to 14, Green Bay?
Oh, what the
I
hell?
see
I'll
2
give
traders.
one. Everyone else has. Why not me?
I see 2 traders here.
You, Benedict.
Benedict Arnold.
I'm just going to have to go with,
4-2.
no, I'm going to say 35.
0-0 tie.
Did you say a low-scoring game?
30. I didn't say low scoring game.
Oh, okay.
I said 35-31.
35-31.
A shootout.
Who?
75 points in your game.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
That's
Quick
more
math,
than I
man.
think.
Are you a
any
great
team.
math addict?
Yeah.
Did you
Wow.
say 35-31 for the score?
Yeah.
Where'd you get 75 points?
Did you say
Exactly.
34 to 1?
I said 35-31.
Oh,
That's
in that
60
case,
something.
That's 66, Jack.
What's he getting in math this
No
time?
wonder you're quick.
Algebra 2.
Alrighty
We
then.
should be in addition.
You touched me,
And I have this jelly substance.
which
Well,
is kind of odd.
I think the key to the game, the running game. Martin's going to have a big game. If he doesn't have a good first half, Meggett's going to have to come in
Yeah.
and step in.
I see 115 yards for Curtis Martin.
Oh, I definitely see Curtis going
You
big.
remember
I
that,
see Curtis.
folks.
I could possibly see Curtis doing every touchdown for the Patriots because
I do not.
I think he is their strongest player right now.
Are you saying Curtis Martin's going to score 4 touchdowns in your game?
I see it.
Wow.
Wow.
What
That
can I
would be
say?
one great record there.
Yes, it would.
It'd be like running Waters. Running Ricky Waters.
Well, I think he has the potential.
Well,
You
I,
heard
it
I,
here
don't, I don't think
I'm
Martin's
getting
going to have a
scared.
good game. I think the key is going to come down to Meggett. I think
Meggett.
Meggett's going to have a good game.
I think Meggett's
They
going to
did it-
have.
They did it in the
Meggett.
New York game. They put Meggett in, they took Martin out, and it worked. I think it's going to work in the Super Bowl. They're going to take Martin out if he doesn't work. If it isn't
Yeah, of course,
working.
if he doesn't work, they're going to take him out. But I just
It's
think
always
he's
the
gonna be
case with
working from the
anybody.
beginning.
Not with Bledsoe.
Well, he gets something
Zolak.
done.
I see Zolak starting.
Tom Tupa.
Vinatieri at the center
Tupa.
position.
Tupa,
Bledsoe
it's
having
Tupa.
some pregame jitters, and they asked Zolak.
And Zolak
Well,
doesn't
if-
do it, so
No.
Tupa goes in.
Tupa. Call me
Tom
Tupa.
Tupa up there.
He's quarterback / punter.
With
So
the blue
therefore, if he
splash.
doesn't like the setup, he can punt the ball.
I see some kind of wild trick play where they stick Bledsoe, Tupa, Meggett, and Zolak.
In the backfield.
All at the same.
And which quarterback is
going
And
going to
they,
get it?
they have
He's going.
Saiga
He's been
Pulitelli
right
hike
before.
the ball.
And they play razzle dazzle. That's what they're going
And
to
they
do.
just lateral it back and forth.
The whole way down the field.
It's
And give it
called
to
the-
Dave Meggett, who
I
throws a deep
But then they'll do a
90-yard
backwards
pass.
lateral
I
to
believe
Vinatieri, who will set it up on the stands and kick a field
I
goal.
believe
We'll
that's
drop
called
kick a field goal for 3 points.
The annexation of Puerto Rico.
Let's run the annexation.
Let's all run the annexation of Porter, yeah.
And we would like to say goodbye to Tim Smith, who is now leaving us.
He's leaving.
Tim
Okay.
has left the building.
But getting back to the game.
Bye, Tim.
Let's not forget who got us here, too. I mean,
Tim's pick was 48-2,
Thank you
Patriots.
for interrupting.
Okay.
I'll wait till you're done.
Okay,
Are
he's
you
done.
done?
No, I'm
done.
not.
Okay, let's not forget. All right. Philip Parcells gave credit to a big part of this team in his speech at the end. That's right, Sam Gash.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. No, yeah,
Yes.
you obviously saw that.
Yes.
Sam Gash was a big part of this team in the early stages when
Yeah.
they weren't quite as good.
And he's the reason why here.
They weren't a Super Bowl team in the first 5
No, they
years.
weren't.
No.
They weren't a Super
What was
But then
the
one
record,
week-
Like 1-4, 2-3?
Yeah,
Somewhere around
they
there.
started out in the bottom,
Approximately,
and then they just worked their way up.
No, the Jets were at the bottom.
Well, we were
started out
close.
second to last.
Hey, I didn't say at the bottom. I said in the bottom.
Actually, you did say at the
They
bottom.
scraped up from the bottom of the barrel.
You know, I don't think any team.
Crap on the bottom of the shoe.
What are the odds
Thank
that
you.
New England would make it to the Super Bowl?
A million
I
to
seriously-
a million.
I think they went down when the playoffs came because of Denver.
Oh, Denver.
John Elway, you got to feel some disappointment there.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope, no disappointment at all.
He deserves a Super Bowl.
I think
Nah.
he does.
Elway's always deserved. He's a
But many
amazing
quarterbacks
quarterback.
have deserved a Super Bowl and not
Marino,
given
for
a
example.
chance. Marino.
Reggie
There you
White
go.
for a chance.
He kind of owns
Not a
all the
quarterback, but
records.
so.
Yeah, I know.
You
But,
think he might get a Super Bowl
but right
shot.
now he just
He
does.
had it when he was in his second year,
Yeah.
but
Youngest quarterback
young.
to ever go to Super Bowl.
yeah, it's very good. Affleck trivia. There you go.
Oh
I
boy.
didn't get it right.
I got
I
it right.
didn't.
Yeah.
My
I
guess
got
was
that
Joe
one right.
Montana.
And so did Paul DeGennaro. I'm
Thanks
sorry,
for
yes.
that little tidbit.
Congratulations, Paul.
That's what he wanted me to say.
Okay.
Too bad.
Well, I haven't given my score. I'm going to say 27-24, New England.
35-31, Green Bay.
My heart is coming back.
I think that Elvis head right there is going to lead.
That Elvis
Wait a
head.
second, who drew this?
I can't even
I
tell
don't
what that
even
is.
know who drew it.
Where did this
I
come
think that was a
Did you
Sean
do this
Neville
for me, Neville?
art picture.
It was Dan? It was you?
I'm
It was
not
a
that good.
Sean, you
Sean
didn't
Neville
do
art
that.
picture.
My God.
And
Now,
yes, folks, if
I
you
don't
are
see too
thinking
much of a
this
resemblance
looks
with this
familiar,
guy.
it does, because it was used
No,
last
the
year.
Green Bay is
Okay.
even better.
So is that
Mr.
one.
Tomorrow would be proud of
Oh,
that.
my goodness.
That's for you, buddy.
Cheers, looking at you, kid.
It's going to be Green Bay. It's going to be the
Not
Cheeseheads
you.
versus the Elvis heads.
Cheese heads
The
versus...
fish are going to
called
squeeze the
Elvis head.
cheese.
We are not called Elvis heads.
The
I
fish
say
are
we-
going to
You
squeeze
just
the
made
cheese.
that up.
No, I
And it's not
I'm
going to
Dan
catch
Sweet
on.
reporting from
Well,
Wilmington.
it's going to catch on.
Back to Amelia
Elvis of the
Barretta.
Revolution. you can
Okay,
say.
let's stop referring to the picture.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, Dan.
Stop it. See the juveniles I have to work with?
You.
Okay,
We've got to work with
See?
you.
Look at him looking at me right there.
we've done this without cuts, can you tell?
Cuts, what are they?
Brett Favre versus Drew Bledsoe. Who's victorious?
Brett
I think we
Favre.
went through
Brett
this.
Fall.
No, but let's just go for the record.
Brett
As a
Favre.
summary of what
Everything we
we've
said was off the record. We're on camera. here.
Brett
Okay,
Favre.
as a summary, who wins? Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
Obviously, Brett Favre.
Brett Favre. Brett
is
Favre. Brett Favre.
Drew Bledsoe
Brett
cannot-
Favre. Brett Favre.
Okay.
Brett Favre.
Who said that? Get him.
Let's get him.
What about the running game? Who wins
Running
that battle?
game?
Curtis.
Martin.
Martin.
We're looking. We're agreeing.
I'm saying Megan
isn't
wins the
good.
running game.
You say
I'm
Megan
saying
wins
you're
the-
wrong.
Megan wins-
Everybody?
Megan. All right. So, no, Megan is special teams. He's good.
Meggett wins all-purpose yards.
He's
Yes.
third down special teams. That's where he belongs. That's where he's good.
Okay, who wins third down special? No, I'm just kidding.
Megan.
Midget.
But defense. I think Patriots have got the defense.
Patriots.
I agree.
Patriots defense is on fire. That's why they're on a roll.
You should put them out.
They're underrated.
A bunch of no names.
But not a bunch of.
Yeah,
well,
they
they
are.
kind of are. actually.
You go
We have
to
no Pro
Phoenix
Bowl
and say
selections on
Chris
the-
Slade, and they go, what?
They say,
There are no
cool
Pro
guy.
Bowl selections from our defense.
All right,
They are no
fine.
names.
Alrighty.
But even though there are no
They've
Pro Bowl
proven
selections,
themselves.
they can
Bruce
show
Armstrong
that they can give
They've
it.
proven themselves.
It's the
to nation.
statistics that people look at, and those statistics were of the season, the first half, where they really weren't that great.
That's what they
But
say.
Second
Bruce
half,
Armstrong played
they
defensive
really got it
offense.
together.
Yeah, but see, people aren't going to watch that because
Yeah,
they're
who
only
cares?
going to see
Exactly.
the first half stats.
They're seeing their season stats, which were brought down significantly by their first half play. So people don't.
Oh, yes.
They don't think that.
Really?
If you know their football, though, you'll know that the Patriots defense is like a brick wall.
I
A
know.
wall.
I
No
know.
touchdowns in the last 11 quarters.
I do believe you said that before.
9 points allowed in the last 2 games.
They are
not true.
impregnable.
Is it? Oh, okay. Come on. Okay. Well, I guess that'll do it about this time for our Super Bowl show.
My 2-year anniversary.
We've got
Happy
Mike's-
birthday.
we've got 2 Green Bays and 2 New Englands, so 2 of us have to win.
That's us.
Unless it ends in a tie.
Yeah. Who were the picks again? I had Green Bay.
I had Green Bay.
You had Green
We
Bay.
had.
I had
We're
New
agreeing on
England.
something. This is bad.
I don't know.
Well, it's because you're both stupid and you picked the wrong team. But
Okay.
we won't get into
I'm
that.
sorry. I love the
We picked
Patriots,
Green Bay. What'd you get?
and I want the Patriots to win, but I just don't think they're going to. I don't think they can outplay this Green Bay team.
I'm leaving an open mind here. All right.
I already said Green Bay.
Your mind is open.
No, I've
You're right.
said I think that they're going to win this game, but you know, I have the open mind.
Who said anything about who plays better?
I'm
doesn't
not
matter.
like rock solid here.
Actually, I think you are.
Rigid.
That's great.
Actually, I think you are.
We're going to wrap it up. So until next time, I'm Sean Neville.
I'm Mike Carr.
I'm Dan Sweet.
I'm Jason Crescenzo.
Who is Richard?
So until next time, spring training starting up. So long.
We'll see you in the baseball season.
Stooge.
Rigid.
I just had to say something.